Right. Hopefully that should have worked. Can people hear me? Alright, I can hear myself through the stream. That means we're all good to go. Hello and welcome everyone to the GP4 round 4 at Baku. We have some people out on track already. Eric, Slim and Aiden out on track. I am Mamba and I will be streaming the race today. So let's get right into it. Just gonna check who's the furthest along. It looks like it is Aiden. So we're gonna carry on with the rest of the lap and then go on board for the flying lap for Aiden. He is on the medium tyres, which is the slowest tyre that you can use in qualifying. But if you can start at a decent position with this tyre, you will be able to go a good decent amount into the race. He's weaving on the straight, which isn't that optimal. And he's pulling into the pits. Okay, we will skip to Eric Slim, who is going to be setting the lap. And we will go on board. Turn 1, heavy braking zone from the longest straight on the F1 calendar. Seems to have nailed it. Another 90-degree left up ahead. You don't want to touch the curbs here because they are quite deadly and will slow the car down a lot. Onto the second DRS straight. Braking. He's nailed that corner, hitting the apex quite nicely. And that one too, missing the curb and hitting the apex. A good corner. And now we come up to the most famous part, or one of the most famous parts of the F1 calendar, the castle section. Very difficult to get right, but he seems to have gotten it right, as we have Sonic Hawk in the way, who gets out of the way quite nicely. Coming up to one of the trickiest corners, I think, on this track. It brushes the wall, but no damage, I don't think. And he misses the apex, which isn't great for his exit onto the longest straight of the F1 calendar, as these corners are all flat and shouldn't pose any difficulties for Slim. He's trying to get the shortest run to the line. DRS open, and what's it going to be? 39.8. Not a bad lap from the Finnish driver. Then the next person. We go on board with Energy Dan. Oh, there's been a crash! Hunter! He's out! He's crashed at this at the Castle section. That is not good for the GP5. One of the winning drivers from GP5 last year. He did not want that. As we have a few drivers retiring. We're going to go on board with Shadow Lancer through these corners. That's not the right one. That's the right one. Shadow Lancer. Opening DRS, trying to get the shortest run up to the line. What's it going to be? Will it top Slim? It won't. It's a 41.8. not a great lap on the softs, but he will feel that there will be time to improve. It looks like Slim has set a stonker of a lap with the 39.8 dead. But Track Evolution will make sure that his time will be toppled. At least maybe. Now iReg on the second DRS straight, braking heavily. He goes a bit wide, he brushes the wall, but it seems to be fine. Oh, he hits the curb. That is not what you want when you are on a lap. It does disrupt the car and slow the car down a lot. He has cut that corner. That might be a lap invalidation. It is not. He's gotten away with one there. He takes that section quite nice. And we are going through, as we see a wheel on the track there. He hits the curb, but it's all fine. He got it in nicely. And he hits that apex. Remember, Slim did not hit that apex at all. So will we see iReg beat Slim's time? Opening the DRS now. And what will it be? It is a 39.9. Slim's time is good. He's got a 1.5 tenth difference over the second fastest driver. But I have a feeling that that time will need to be improved in order for Slim to try and be pole position. Now we have Aiden. On the second DRS straight, it looks like. Is he on mediums again? He is. He's using the same set of mediums which he took the life out of earlier. Braking early, it seems. I don't think he's pushing. He might be pushing? Okay. Okay, we move on to Paul. Coming through the final sector, getting the shortest run to the line. Drifts over to the right, which is not what you want because it is not the shortest run to the line. You want to be on that left hand side, and he sets a 40.8 on the mediums. That's actually a very good lap time for the mediums. He can definitely find a second on that medium tyre. So here we see the gap. We see Energy Jan and I'm Just in Time. They must have had damage or invalidations on their laps. As you see, Dai, he's pushing to set a lap time here. He's on the mediums. He extends the inside of that corner quite nicely. Castle section. I think that's nailed if you ask me. Gets good traction out of that corner. Now, what will it be through here? Will he touch the wall like Slim did? He gets it braked nicely. Oh, shifts quickly to minimise the wheel spin. And hits that apex. This could be a very good lap, even though he is on the mediums. Those corners are easy flat. But if you take it wrong, the car could have a snap on you, especially on worn tyres. Shortest run to the line. The first person I've seen keep it over to that left-hand side. What's it going to be? It's a 40.4, which on those mediums is a very good lap time. He is in a very good spot to try and take Slim's 39.8 if he was to go onto the softs and try and beat the lap time. Now we have Podge. Oh. Oh, Paul's coming into the pits. Oh, there's been a kerfuffle between Oroglos and Paul. And we have unbeaten sign. Oh, he was ghosted. He might have some damage. No, but he's invalidated his lap time, surely, from that. No, he hasn't. He's still going. That looks like it should have been an invalidation. He's pushing the track limits, hitting that curb. Shouldn't hit that curb, but he hits it. Hits the apex quite nicely. Runs as far, using track, as much track as possible. Now, what will we see? Coming up to the line, will he take the shortest line possible, or will he move over to the right, as we have seen so many drivers do? He's over to the right, losing time out, but not that much time. What is his time going to be? It's a 40.4. Not that far away from Dye's 40.4, which, 40.3. Dye's 40.4, which was on the mediums, showing that how good his lap was. Now we go on board with our provisional pole setter now. As Pericles, he sets a faster lap time by 4 thousandths. Good lap time there from the Alfa Romeo driver. Now we see he's the person who will want to be taking provisional pole away from Slim, from Pal de Raglis, coming up to the castle section. Again, extended that curve very nicely. The track limits don't seem to work there, which maybe should be improved for the next game. He takes the castle section very nicely, but doesn't maximise the track there. He's losing time. Now, will he hit the wall? Remember last time he did hit the wall? Takes it very cautiously, but doesn't hit the wall this time. And hits this apex as well. He's run a bit off the track. Is that an invalidation? It is! He's invalidated his lap time. Not a thing you want to see from the Finnish driver. We have Energy Dan now on the medium on the medium tyres. What will we see from the British driver? Him and Sonico actually have the same lap time, which is interesting to see. He's going into the pits actually. Now, Sonic Court, is he on a lap? He is not on a lap. As we go on board with oh, I'm just in time. We have missed it, unfortunately. But a good lap from the Alfa Romeo driver. It's a 1-2 for the Alfa Romeo team right now. And it's a good outing for the Alfa Romeos right now. As we see everyone coming into the pits for to prepare for their final laps. We'll go on board with Aiden, as he's the only one still on the lap. If I can find him. There he is. He's just started a lap, I think. Aiden. Braking, yes, he is on the lap. Braking nicely. Getting good traction for this next corner. Onto the long straight, which we may see some overtaking opportunities during the race, depending on how close the driver is to the front of it. Now, one of the trickiest corners of the track. He hits the curb, again another thing you don't want to do, but it seems to be fine. He got a decent traction off of the corner. Coming up to the castle section, he has to nail this if he wants to try and compete with I'm Just in Time's time today. We have a yellow sector 3. Where could this be? It's one of the Alfa Romeo drivers, but we will not focus on that. Aiden getting a good line through there. Onto the next corner. He doesn't maximise the track, but that's fine. If you get a good exit, it doesn't matter. Flat through here. Let's see where the Haas driver can can put his car. He doesn't shorten his run to the line, but it looks like it is fine for P2. What a lap from Aiden! He has split the Alfa Romeo outlet. A stonking lap time, as we see a lot of our drivers coming out of the pits now. It seems like they're going to have to push on their outlap in order to make it round with enough time to go. We have Paul. Looks like he's on a lap, finishing his lap. Barreling along the main straight, reaching a top speed with the lower aero that these guys will be running to maximise that top speed. And he goes P6 with a 39.9. Good lap. Only 3 attempts from I'm Just in Time's good lap that he put in a few. Oh, that's a big. He must have crashed. I can't check. I don't know if he has crashed or not, but now we have Slim, the person who definitely has the pace to go faster. Hasn't done a lap since his hasn't been on track since his invalidated lap attempt. Now, what will the sector split be when he reaches the split up ahead? The sector split is just here. Now, what will it be? Is he up on his previous lap time? He is by a 10th. Now, all of the time is gained in the second sector. The first sector is just straight, so you can't really gain too much time. But it's a good start from the Finnish driver. Will he maximise the castle section this time? It seems like he does. He could have maybe pushed a little bit harder, but it's fine. I'm Just in Time and Aiden will not be going any faster. Slim has a real opportunity to beat his time and go provisional pole, since the top 3 are not on laps. Now, the corner that he messed up last time, he stays inside the track limits. Now it's just a dash to the line. Stay flat and you are fine. He's done it. Now maximise the speed, shorten the distance. Is he going to go to the left? He's not over to the left. Oh, he's over. He's straight lined it as much as possible. He goes pole by half a hundredth. That is not a big distance, but he has got track position for this really short distance to the line. Great lap from Slim. Ireg, now coming up to the line, what will he be able to produce? Will he be able to raid on Slim's parade? He can! He goes so much faster! What a lap time from the Red Bull driver! Christian Horner will be wetting himself right now! What a lap time! As we have unbeaten sign, a maximum of 8th. Not a great day out for, not a great qualifying. Oh! Potch! No! No! What has he done? He's hit the wall on the outside. He is not going to improve. He will be pitting. Oh, that's all the running we are going to see in qualifying. Oh dear. A shame. He could have really jumped some positions. A shame from the Swedish driver. But P9 is not a bad position. Remember, we have a few people who did not, or who retired from this, who could be very well in top 5 pace. We have Hunter, who crashed out at the castle section early on. He will be looking to maximise the amount of points from his, quite frankly, horrific qualifying position. We have Ireg setting down a very good lap time, over a 10th, nearly 2 tenths quicker than Slim. Good lap time from the Red Bull driver. Then we have Slim. I'm just in time. Aiden, Palderaglis, who is 4 tenths behind Slim, rounding out the top 5. Then we have the Welshman of Die. Okay, that was we move on to the race. It is not raining, which is a good thing for these drivers who have got it would be more interesting for a wet race, as it would be very challenging for these drivers to get around the Azerbaijan track with the wets, but the dry always produces great racing, so we should be seeing a brilliant race here today. As we start the formation lap, iReg leading the pack away. Some people like Gogs raced in GP3 last year will be looking to move it. Oh, we don't have a mover. Mindful Wasp must have slept on the start. But Hunter, definitely someone who will want to be improving his position. Starting on the softs, he's going to go aggressive, trying to put the people around him on under pressure. It seems like a lot of people have taken the soft compound of tyres, as I am not able to get the... Oh, I am. Okay, the top 10 starting on these soft tyres, while we only have Energy Dan, Shadow Lancer, Gogs and Ryan Van Doom on the medium tyres, going for an alternative strategy. Next we have NCFC, who is going for a very interesting strategy of the hard compound tyres. Remember, we will probably see a safety car, as this track does tend to take out a lot of drivers with its tight and the tyres given out on these drivers quite often. But it should be a very interesting race. As we have our current leader, iReg, weaving aggressively to get those tyres into a suitable tyre temperature, and the AI has taken over for him. Slim just behind, wanting to maximise the good start and won't want to leave the brake magic on like some Mercedes drivers did this season. Now, iReg will want to cover Slim off, as he won't want to lose this lead. But we very well could see, if Slim gets a good enough start, a overtake into the first corner, which could cause some mayhem. Here's the pit strategy. And here we have the last drivers are lining up on the grid. Ryan Van Doom is in position. Mindful Wasp. Oh no, he's not. Ryan Van Doom is in position now, and we are getting ready for GP4 round 4 Baku. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light, and it's go, go, go! It looks like iReg has got a good start. Oh no, Slim's down the inside. Well, he's taking it very cautious to avoid any contact. It looks like we're fine. We don't have any contact down below. iReg leading the pack. Oh, we have a spinner! We have a spinner! Die! That's not the good start from the previous GP3 champion. I don't mean that. I meant the driver who was very quick in GP3. Just remember that. Singapore race. We still have iReg following in quick pursuit. We have Aiden. Is he going to go round the outside of this corner? Oh, this is gutsy. He hops over the curb. Now he's going to be vulnerable to the Alfa Romeo driver behind him. Is there going to be a move into... No, he backs out of it. But he probably gets a corner cutting warning for his troubles. Mindful Wasp with a great start. Oh, we have a yellow flag. Who is this? Oh, it's no one. As we go on board with Unbeaten Sign, putting under pressure the Ferrari driver of Oh, there's a safety car. What's happened? What has happened? Why is there a safety car? There must have been a crash in the Castle section, but I can't seem to tell. We're going to check through for any drivers with no front wing. Oh yes, Hunter has crashed. What a terrible start. But he will be able to get a fresh front wing and will be able to a fresh front wing without losing much time due to the the resulting safety car. As we have Aiden in the pits, must have picked up some front wing damage. We have a few drivers in the pits. Why are they in the pits? Are they going on front wings? We're seeing half of the field pit. Aiden, he's going on to the mediums. I would have not pitted this early. It seems too early for these drivers to have pitted. All of these drivers going on to the medium strategy. But the softs will be stronger for a decent portion of this race still. iReg will not want to be weaving too much due to the safety car may not be in this lap. Oh, have we got a spinner under the safety car? Aiden, what has he done? Oh dear, that's a disaster under safety car especially. Oh, iReg has crashed. Oh no. What's happened? Oh my god. Oh my. Slim has inherited the race under safety car conditions. That is a nightmare scenario for iReg, this Swedish driver, I believe. But this Christian Horner will have his head in his hands. Now, will we see a safety car restart? It looks too late to have called that. Yeah, as we see some drivers in the Castle section, the safety car will not come in until all the drivers have caught up. Oh, Sonic! That's terrible! No, what's happened? He's fallen too far. I've got the hiccups. He's fallen too far behind because he's got front wing damage. He's going to have to fix his front wing and serve his drive-through once the safety car is in the pits. We have MCFC in the pits as well, opting to go off of those hard compound tyres and going on to the mediums, making the majority on those mediums. Again, it seems a little bit too early to have gone on to those mediums, unless he has taken out, or unless he just wants to pay his advantage over the softs. And then we go back to our leader. The safety car should be in this lap. should be the medium runners. The energy done has made up significant amount of positions. That's not it. That's not it either. How have you... Oh, so... And we see the only person with a penalty is Sonic Corp with that penalty. But we see the big winners here. Podge, Energy Dad, Shadow Lancer are the people who... Oh, we see the safety car, but we see the big winners. Mindful Wasp, again, gaining a lot of positions. Here we have Slim slowing down the whole entire field to try and let the safety car drive away and let himself have the best gap and best restart possible. He's going to want to go as late as possible, just so he doesn't have to deal with... He's gone very early. He won't have to deal with the safety car. He's given it enough time. Now, what do we have? I'm just in time, just behind, but he's got a significant gap. We see more battling, side by side, with Unbeaten Sign and the Alfa Romeo driver. We see Energy Dan being put under pressure by Shadow Lancer. As Unbeaten Sign is going down the inside of Shadow Lancer, this could be a great move. Is he going to go down the inside of Energy Dan as well? Ooh, that's a good move from Unbeaten Sign there. As we go back to the start, Slim trying to bring out a gap to I'm just in time. Oh, we have Gogs. He's out of the race. Will that be another safety car? As we see a line of stern right here, we do see Slim breaking out of that DRS zone where they need to be within 1 second to get the pace advantage. As we see, I'm just in time, just break inside that 1 second gap. But we also see Podge. Podge has dropped out of the gap. As we see, Mindful Wasp, that is, he is spun. He's lost his front wing. That is terrible for the Red Bull driver. Red Bull are not having a good day out here. And with that lack of downforce, he's struggling to keep that car on the track. But he will be able to try and regroup. As we see Unbeaten Sign get past. They're having a great battle. They're side by side. Is Energy Dan going to concede the position? He is. A good move from... Oh, he gets very squirrely there. Will we... Unbeaten Sign has been making up positions quite well on this restart. Hasn't been using a lot of battery. He's got about half his battery left. Compare this to Energy Dan. Energy Dan has got so much more battery. He's just been leaving it. Well, Unbeaten Sign has been pushing those tyres, punishing them. But he's going to try and fight and make sure he gets into the DRS of SFR Paul, who is right behind his teammate, who does not have the DRS of the car in front. Now these Ferrari drivers will want to be working together in order to try and pull away from Unbeaten Sign, who is hounding SFR Paul. And we see Podge just falling back from I'm just in time. Maybe he doesn't have the pace. Maybe he has some kind of issue with his tyres overheating. Or maybe he just isn't using ERS, which we see here. He is using a lot of ERS. I'm just in time. Oh no, that's a massive crash. Has everyone avoided it? They have. It's another safety car. It is on the racing line. That's a big crash, and it is giving Slim a free pit stop. Exactly what he wants. As we see Podge has not gone into the pits, maybe to respect his teammate Paul's wishes. Wasp! Oh no, that's not good from the Red Bull driver. As we now see Unbeaten Sign, who will probably take the race lead from Podge, as Podge will probably pit this lap. The Baku Straight City Circuit taking another victim. 3 cars out of the race within 6, and we've not even got onto our 7th lap yet. We've still got a lot of laps to go. This track claims so many victims, it is unbelievable. As we see Podge slowing down to try and fit into his Delta. And not want to... He gets a bit sideways there, which is not what you want. Especially if you want to be staying on these tyres. Oh, wrong button. Staying on these tyres. We're going to go over the strategy. We have Energy Dan. Oh, wrong button again. Energy Dan on the hards, going very slowly. We then have Shadow Lancer, who is also on the hards. Sonic Hawk, who is on fresh mediums after probably serving his drive-through. He's dropped to the back, but he is a GP3 driver, reserving for this race. So we should expect him to move up the field with his good pace that he does have. We next have Dai. Dai is on fresh mediums after having the horrible start and getting spun. He has put fresh mediums on in order to try and take the pace. And we have Wasp, who unfortunately has got a drive-through penalty, who's decided to go onto the medium, the hards, taking it very cautiously through the castle section. Unbeaten Sign taking the inheriting the race lead, as we see Podge filter out in 9th. They've dropped down the field quite far, but he's still behind Slim, who is repping the Aritz team, and repping it very well today, hopefully to try and get his 2nd win on the bounce. But everyone is on fresh mediums, so they will have similar pace. Unbeaten Sign will want to hear someone go past. That is Wasp, so the safety car will not be in this lap. As Unbeaten Sign will conserve his tyres. At least I think so anyway. N2E Orglos, that's amazing what he has done. He got all the way from... Oh, it's not even got that far. Okay, he's P9. Okay, Ryan Van Doom from P18 has gone to P5. What a recovery. And he will definitely be looking forward. But does have Hunter right behind him. Everyone has made a stop with only Energy Dan, Die, and Mindful Wasp going into over 1 stop. With Mindful Wasp going on that 4th stop, presumably because of the damage he got. Again, with the penalties, we only see Mindful Wasp with the drive-through that he got for speeding under the safety car at the start. As we hear some weird engine noises from Unbeaten Shine's McLaren. Trying to maybe burn as much fuel and also warm the brakes up. As we don't see Mindful Wasp getting any closer. Yeah, he's revving out. He's not actually catching to the leaders. The safety car might be in, just leaving him behind. It can do that if someone is taking too long. So Mindful Wasp will want to catch up. Now we go back. All of the top 6 are on the same old mediums, or 5-lap old mediums. They're not that old, they should be quite fresh actually. As we see, Slim is the only one who is on fresh mediums. Is the first one on the fresh mediums behind him, with Podge and Paul right behind him with the fresh mediums, and with a bit of a gap with Shadowlancer being on those hards. And the safety car will not be in this lap. Again, as we see, Mindful Wasp has not caught up to the pack. Safety car will probably be in next lap. But if he catches before the pit lane, the safety car will come in very late call and force everyone to go very quickly. Doesn't look like he's... No, we are going for another lap underneath the safety car. The line astern is happening, but we will definitely see safety car in this lap. Now we see Shadowlancer, the only person brave enough to go on those hards. He will be trying to go to the end. It's an interesting strategy from Shadowlancer, the GP3 commentator, who has the catchphrase Macca to annoy a certain Arix Yeast, who is in GP2. But we should be in we should be ready to start racing, starting the next lap. Hopefully seeing less and less, not much more safety cars. As we have not even been 10 laps and we have had 2 safety cars and 3 people out already. As a reminder, we had iReg crashing underneath the safety car. We had Gogs, who I don't know actually what happened to the Gogs. We have had I'm Just in Time, who crashed on the start-finish straight, probably hitting one of the curbs and spinning round, losing all control. Unbeaten Shine now. We're going to back up the pack and let the safety car leave so he can have a gap. He's going to want to go as late as possible. And he's going to want to get those tyres into a temperature above 82 degrees Celsius, as this will give optimum tyre grip. Backing up the pack, it looks like the safety car has gone now, so he is free to go, but he's going to want to go as late as possible. He's going very late, and he's gone. Oh, someone has lost a front wing. It was red. It was Podge Racing is now in the pits. What has happened to Podge? Unbeaten Shine already with a gap. That's a great restart. It may have been Paul. Paul is losing positions as we see the Aston Martin switch positions. Hunter putting Ryan under pressure. Hitting the inside curb and not able to make the move. And now we see MCFC taking advantage of Slim getting held up by his teammate, getting past Slim. As we move back, what a gap that Unbeaten Shine now has over the Alfa Romeo driver. As I can't pronounce that name, I'm sorry to who that is. Oh, we have a crash! Ryan Van Doo! No! What a race he was having! And we have another safety car! We have not had a lap of DRS yet. As your commentator is going to get some water. I am back. We now see Unbeaten Shine, who was our race leader, who has pitted a very interesting choice from the man who was leading quite confidently. But now we see Aiden take the race lead now, with a few people pitting underneath the safety car, including first, second, which then gives MCFC, Hunter and Slim and Shadow, putting them in a very good position. Shadow is again still going to try and make it to the end on those tyres, which are very capable of doing that. We see Mindful Wasp in the pits. Wasp. Oh, I feel bad at this point. That's just a horrible mistake to make, and unfortunately it has given him a slam dunk penalty. Right, safety car will be in this lap. So we go back to Aiden with the oldest tyres of the field. Oldest tyres of the field, but it should be, yeah, safety car in this lap. He should still have decent grip on those tyres. Right. He seems to have gone already, but he has to lift off because he's too close to the safety car. This is going to cause a crash if he's not careful. What has happened? HFC is in the pits. What has Aiden done? But anyway, we are back racing. Slim has overtaken Hunter. It looks like some team orders have happened there. Dan, we see some battling behind. The two Williams. Side by side. Slipstreaming one another. Hopefully we will have some good racing now. Oh, it looks like Shadow Lancer went a bit deep there. Hard tyres may be struggling a bit on grip, but they will have the longevity to go to the end of the race. Unbeaten Shine will be hounding him to try and get past. But Dai will try and hold him up as much as possible to protect his teammate. Shadow Lancer will try and hold him up to protect his teammate Dai. But Unbeaten Shine does not need to do anything risky as of yet. If you go back, Slim only 5 tanks behind Aiden with the fresher tyres as well. He will be burning that overtake. No, he hasn't. He's still got over 90%. He's still got 90% of energy left. Compare that. Oh, they've both got the same energy. Meanwhile, Hunter's got a bit less than them. Now we will see the full effect of the slipstream. Slim tucking in, using the ARS. So is Aiden, both using ARS. Slim is not going to go for the move as he does not have the speed because Aiden is still on the ERS. He's used over 50%. He used most of his ERS on that straight. So we see Energy Den getting past Shadow Lancer, who is on the hard compound tyres. As we now see Paul, Unbeaten Shine going down the inside. Paul is now going to want to get past Shadow, as he's going to be a thorn in his side if he does not. He gets past. Good move. We now move back to the front. Actually, do we stay on board with Paul as he's got the closest gap to anyone in front. Not the best of line there. And Unbeaten Side is released from the pressure of Paul. We now look on board with Slim. Slim is right behind Aiden. Gunther Steiner's knees must be knocking. His teeth, he will be biting his fingernails. He has a hash driver in the race lead. Think of all the money that will bring. Meanwhile, we have Slim right behind, the previous winner of the previous round. In Canada. He's going to be wanting to get that race win. A lot more energy than Aiden, who touches the wall. He's burning that overtake now. Slim is happy to stay behind and just use the slipstream. The DRS will be enabled this next lap. As we see Unbeaten Shine with that pace that he was showing earlier on. Podge Pod is speeding into the pit lane as we see Shadow Launcher, but but Slim is battling to try and get into the first. He was happy to stay behind that first DRS straight. Right, as we now see Slim right behind. Oh no, MCFC! He's cut a corner somewhere. Where's he done that? Oh, he must have done it on the corner just before the castle section. Aiden is going to have to nail this corner on the exit. He does not, he gets a lot of wheel spin. We've seen a spinner somewhere. It's MCFC! Has he got a front wing? He does not! Oh no! Oh, we have a virtual safety car! The complete opposite of what Slim was wanting. He was setting up for a great move on the start-finish straight. As he's in the pits! Slim, no! Why are you in the pits? No! Oh no, he must be banking on another safety car, as these tyres will be used. Oh no, he wouldn't have. He didn't use these in qualifying. This means that Hunter is now released, and will try to catch. He's gained so much on that virtual safety car. Aiden has not had an optimal thing. Safety car restart. As now we look behind. Unbeaten Sign, hounding Energy Dan on the fresher tyres. We know he has the pace to maybe win this race. The question is now, will he be able to put that into use? DRS is enabled for this lap. It looks like Hunter is actually struggling on these tyres. Oh, he gets a bit sideways there. Scary in the Castro section. As we move back to Unbeaten Sign. He was telling me the other day of how he wanted to win a race. He is looking very likely to win this race. He has had... Oh no, Sonic! Oh no, what's happened? As we look behind to Shadow Lancer. He was too far behind to actually tell when... Oh, we have another safety car! This is the third of the race. And Hunter and Unbeaten Sign will be fuming, as they were almost able to overtake. Now we will certainly see most drivers into the pits, releasing Unbeaten Sign, who has got fresh tyres and will probably go to the end. Now we see, what will Aiden go on to? Hunter is on softs. Slim went on mediums. Aiden is held in the pits. Why is Aiden held in the pits? He must have got a penalty somewhere. Oh, what? Oh, okay. He's in front of Hunter. And ahead of everyone who just pitted onto softs. Interesting decision. But could very well be the race winning strategy if they were to get past. Now we look back to Podge. How far is Podge behind? He's not far behind. We might see the safety car in this lap. No, we definitely won't see the safety car in this lap unless Podge, Wasp, MCFC, Shadow Lancer and Argolos get a move on. This is all playing into the hands of the soft runners, as one more lap on the safety car would almost... Oh no, we've seen a collision. Slim, what has he done? Has he got front wing damage? I think he's got front wing damage. He has. He's got front wing damage. He's lost the end plate on the left-hand side of his Aston Martin. What a horrific... what a horrific event for Slim. He was in with a good shot for the race as well. Slim serving his penalty and getting a new front wing. And going on to the softs as well. Unbeaten Shine is going to want to pull away from Paul. It shouldn't be that difficult, seeing as Paul is on 11 lap old mediums. But Dai is there on fresh mediums, who is also going to struggle due to the fact that Aiden, Hunter and Argos are right behind on fresh softs. The pace difference will be immense. As we look back, we will see the safety car in this lap. Hopefully will we see clean running until the end of this race. Safety car is in this lap. Unbeaten Shine, who is predominantly been in the lead of the race for he's been in the lead of the race for under one of the safety cars already. We want to get the best restart possible and pull away from Paul and Dai and the soft runners. Has he gone? He's gone. He's gone. Dai, what a restart. He's going to have competition in the fact that Paul will be blocking that inside route. Is there contact? Oh, it looks like he's pretty clean. Oh, he's hit the wall. He hasn't got any damage. He's very lucky. Unbeaten Shine has taken advantage. Oh, Wasp has spun. He's out. Oh, Wasp was having... Oh, Dai hit the wall. He's got wing damage. He's got wing damage. This is not good for Paul or Unbeaten Shine. This is terrible, as this will mean their defence from the other two, from the soft runners, is now diminished. Aiden has now got past. Dai. Hunter will be looking to get past as soon as possible due to the lack of the front wing that the Williams driver has. He should try and get past this next corner. He is. He's looking. This next actual braking zone, is he going to get past? It's very tight to make a move. He's losing a lot of time compared to the front runners. And especially Aiden, who Uh, as I said, oh, we've seen a crash! I'm so sorry that we missed it. I'm so sorry, I had to do something. Shadowlancer has, a die has crashed into the wall. That is massive. Shadowlancer is now in the pits. I don't know why, but he has. As now on the street, I will add another commentator to the party. Just give me a second. I'm trying to find... There he is. Right, nothing has happened, I don't believe, but RRL Aiden is right on the back of Paul, who is going to want to try and get past, going to try and break out of the DRS, as it will mean Paul will be able to keep up with Unbeaten Sign. I should say hello to Son of Fubar. Hello.
Hello there. I think you'll need to send me an invite to the lobby as well.
Yep, invite has been sent. RRL Aiden is right on the back of Paul. Paul has got DRS of Unbeaten Sign though. Is this tactical from Unbeaten Sign? Has he got? Oh no, he hasn't. Oh, he has now. Unbeaten Sign seemed to have made a mistake. He made a big Oh! MCFC's crashed! That's a big crash! We see people swerving to avoid it. And there is another safety car. That is our fourth safety car of the night.
Well, on the race I've just commentated as well, there has been a lot of safety cars too, so it's just a bit of a disastrous track actually.
Die with the speeding on the safety car penalty. That is not good. As the person running P3 before getting that front wing damage has now is now struggling. We see the only two who are on mediums right now are Unbeaten Sign and Paul, and they will be gobbled up by Aiden and Hunter and Slim if they do not change. But it is too late to change. What do you think, Fubar?
I think it indeed is too late, as the gap already is just a second, so if they will pit, they will drop to at least P6 and potentially P7.
Yeah, we're getting to the point of where the race will be over soon. Meaning there will not be a silver safety car if there is a crash within lap 23, as the race will not be able to be restarted.
Yeah, indeed. So I think they should stay on the medium and just see what they can make from it, as everyone behind them is on a fresh set of softs, so they will lose loads of time, but I think it's their best option to just stay out.
Yeah, I agree. It also depends on the battling of Hunter, Aiden and Slim. Slim on the fresher tyres than Hunter and Aiden, but I don't think it'll make that much of a difference come the end, due to the amount of safety cars we have actually had. As we see, Paul has gone into the pits, and so is Aiden! Oh no, what's happened?
I don't know why Aiden is pitting, to be honest. I think he should have stayed out. His softs weren't that old yet, but yeah, it's his decision. I don't know. I genuinely just don't understand.
Maybe he thinks he has the pace.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to come out P6.
Yeah. For Paul, I do understand. He just has a major advantage to the guys ahead of him, but yeah, I don't know. Aiden, I don't think he should have pitted there.
I feel sorry for Unbeaten Sign right now. He's a sitting duck compared to the Aston Martins right behind him. Those mediums won't be too worn, but they will be a lot slower than the soft compound. meaning he will be a sitting duck once the DRS has come in, or even just before the DRS has been enabled. As if he die in the pits again, meaning we will not see safety car in this lap.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, I don't think we will have the full potential of the DRS as well. Like, we might get a restart at lap 23, like the start of 23, meaning that we will only have barely 2 laps of DRS available. So it's going to be really tough for Unbeaten to make sure that he finishes as high as possible on those old mediums.
As we see Unbeaten sign getting a bit sideways out of the corner there. But he's going to want to preserve those tyres as much as possible, especially underneath the safety car, to make sure he has the most grip possible. Those mediums have taken him through 2 safety cars, so they wouldn't be that worn. But Hunter and Slim are going to be a pack of hunting wolves. They want the points, they want the win. Hunter especially hasn't had the best luck.
We have another lap behind the safety car, so this is really good for Unbeaten, as his tires are not dropping as much as those softs are doing, but it's still really bad for him actually.
Yeah. We also see Paul, who might be able to get past the Alfa Romeo driver due to his fresher softs, which will give him a lot of grip.
I think that right now Paul really is the guy to watch, as he has the freshest set of softs together with Aiden actually, but Paul just has that one position that could give him, I believe he can go to the podium today.
As we remind ourselves of the big winners of today. Hunter making up 13 positions after crashing out in qualifying at the castle section. Unbeaten Sign making up 7 positions after starting in the top 10. And we have Slim, who started second, who has come through front wing damage and penalties to get back to 3rd position. We've had good drives all round, but we are going to have a sprint race like we did in the actual 2021 Azerbaijan Grand Prix, just without a good start.
Yeah, exactly. So we won't see the same that happened as, oh my god, Unbeaten almost spins behind the safety car, just trying to make sure his tires are on temperature. As I see on his dash, his front tires are just a bit cold actually.
He's going to want to warm them up as much as possible, as we are going to have the safety car in this lap. As everyone has caught up to the safety car, we're going to have a sprint race. And there's confirmation of the safety car. Unbeaten Side, the person who is going to lose the most amount of positions here if we are to predict this properly.
Yeah, I think the best chance for him is to restart just before the pit lane entry. If he can pull a 1 second gap, he is pretty much safe for the first couple of corners, but after that he will have a very hard time with those soft runners behind him. And I think that there might be carnage into turn 1 and 2 as well.
I also think if he can do a Checo Perez in the middle sector of these, he's gone.
But Hunter is right behind him actually.
Is he going to try and make the move? He's not. He's going to brake early. There's carnage behind. Oh, there's been a big crash. Aiden is crashing to Slim. He made a very big dive bomb as Hunter broke early to avoid any carnage. This means that Slim is going to have to catch up to Hunter. But this is not going to be hard, as he's going to be held up by Unbeaten Sign in the middle sector.
Yeah, and still Paul on this very fresh set of softs, just hunting down Beldy actually. I think he's gonna make sure to get a good chance of a podium, but it's gonna be still tough as everyone is trying to finish as high up as possible, as this crash actually is really good for Unbeaten.
Yeah, we see as we look back to Aiden,
Oh no,
who
Paul is spinning. So there goes his
oh,
chance of a podium.
that is horrific. Look, his chance of a podium and
It's
maybe even
completely
a
gone.
win has gone down the drain, as some might put it.
Yeah. He also lost his front wing there as well, so this is completely carnage for him. And I'm sure he's mad at this spin.
So now we see Unbeaten Sign getting good traction off the final actual corner. He's actually got a 7/10 gap to Hunter. Might we see some team orders here at Aston to Martin? But
As
what?
Energy Den is losing a lot of places, I think he does have some front wing damage, just having to live through
There's
the
a lot
last
of
couple of
gain in
corners.
here. What's happened to Unbeaten Sign? Why is he so slow on the straight? Maybe he just doesn't have the aero like Hunter and Slim behind. As we say, Energy Dan in the pits. His race hasn't gone to plan. DRS is not enabled this lap. It will be enabled on the final lap. So we will see a sprint.
Yeah, and it looks like Unbeaten is just unleashing every single bit of energy that is left in his battery, trying to get a gap as big as possible. But I think he's making a mistake with that. But Hunter just loses a lot of time there. Gap was a second for just a brief time. Now down to 9/10, but he is gaining the time back again.
We've
have
seen
a
this.
yellow.
Aiden again. His race has gone from good zero to hero to zero real quick. He could have won this race. He was in front of Hunter and Slim at one point of the race. But we've seen Slim. He's Unbeaten Sign. He's gapped Hunter. What's happened?
Well,
Now,
Hunter just isn't getting enough steering in with this dirty air.
Slim has
But
also
Slim also
dropped
losing
back a lot of
indeed,
time.
yeah.
He's lost front wing. He's lost front wing. There's been a collision. He must have crashed in the caster section. That is unbearable. Look, as we now we see Peldy. He's going to be right on the back of Slim through this section due to the front wing damage. But Hunter, he's going to overtake.
Just before the DRS is enabled, actually. So Unbeaten, his best chance right now is to make sure he's getting the DRS on the next straight, then stays with Hunter as much as possible.
He's got in front.
There was
They
just
stayed
a
in
brief bit of
front.
contact, but now Hunter choosing the DRS.
Whoa, he's front! Oh, he's out! Oh no! Hunter! Oh, he would have been driver of the day!
I think this is a P1 for Unbeaten if he can just manages to take the car home.
Unbeaten Shine has had a lot of luck this race, has kept these softs, mediums, and through safety car periods, he's relied on them to take him to the end of the race. And we've seen the worst possible scenario for Hunter. That is horrific luck for the man from Croatia. He was destined for a win. As we now Slim holding on for his life as he has the front wing damage. Will Peldy be able to get past?
Well, Peldy really is close, only 5/10, and he will have DRS on the next very, very long straight.
Die right on the back of Podge. Will we see a move coming? Oh, the side by side into the one of the tightest corners of the track. Die backs out of it quite smartly. As we move forward to Unbeaten Sign. Moving forward on the final straight. He has come through everything to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, unless he doesn't crash into the pit wall. He has won.
Slim actually gets P2 this race. Wow, he manages to hold off Peldy as well.
As we've seen, quite a long race from the GP4.
Still a last lap overtaking SFR Porsche Racing, overtaking Dai on the final straight with
on the line.
The DRS.
So a very good move. As we see, Energy Dan and in before RRL Aiden, Origlos and Paul. And there's the top 10. 10 people, a lot of the field crashing out. But we have Unbeaten Sign winning the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Yeah, what a performance from him. Just making sure he didn't make any mistakes, even with the threats behind him. And then, yeah, obviously the other guys being a bit too greedy. I think they wanted a bit too much for trying to get the P1 and then making these mistakes, spinning out. And yeah, that was his race over, actually.
So we go from first, Unbeaten Sign, holding off the soft runners, even on those old mediums that he was on. Slim coming back from the horror from the earlier laps of getting that penalty. Then we have Peldy, who made a good recovery. But we have Shadow Lancers coming back from 13th on the grid to salvage 4th. What a race from him. Podge, Dye, SFR Energy Dan, Aiden, Argos, the top 10. And that has been your SFR Baku Grand Prix, and we'll try and get the top 3 in for interviews.
Yeah, now we're quiet.
I was inviting. A great race from all of the top 3, which we are joined by the top 2, and we wait for Peldy if he is going to join.
Well, first of all, congratulations, guys, to your podium.
Yeah. I think while we're waiting, we will start with Unbeaten Side, the winner of today's Baku Grand Prix. Talk us through that race. How was it for you? And did you enjoy the race? Yes. Make sure your voice is set to share as well. In party settings.
Party settings, then or just pressure home button once, then go to party, then the 3 dots, and there in the settings it is.
Yep.
Okay, I think I've changed it. What was the question again?
Talk us through that race.
Well, pitted on the safety car at the first one, onto the mediums, just stuck to the medium from there, and then ended up working out with Hunter spinning on the final lap.
It was a very chaotic final few laps, it seemed for you, as the only person on the mediums in the whole of the top 10, which was an interesting strategy choice. You could have maybe gone on to the softs at an earlier time, during one of the safety cars earlier, but you chose to stick with your guns and stick with the mediums. And what was the tension like holding off the 2 Aston Martins behind you?
I thought the track position to make sure I have the chance of winning the race, and then because if I'd have pitted onto the softs, I'd have been like P5 or something. Just stuck it out.
Fair enough. Any questions, Fubar?
Well, I don't have any questions. I think he just held off those Aston Martins behind him really well. It was some great defensive work, trying to get the most out of his exits out of every single corner, and yeah, it just gave him the victory at the end. So, for me, no further questions.
So there we're going to say congratulations to the winner of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Unbeaten Sign. We now move on to Arit Slim. Hello and welcome.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Talk us through those final 3 laps. You pitting onto the softs. Did you think you could win the race?
Of course, of course.
So what ended up happening? What went wrong? I missed it at the end.
Well, at the restart I got punted, which was fun. Then I punted Carlo and got damage for it. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Talk us through your recovery as you got a penalty. Am I right? Earlier on for hitting Peldy, didn't you?
What?
Didn't you get a 5-second penalty?
I actually have no idea where I got it from. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your recovery and well done on your second. As we now move on to Peldy, congratulations on third and talk us through that race.
Thank you. That was a pretty hectic race. And that went pretty well, but after some safety car, I did a stupid mistake and spun there in the castle. Hopefully I didn't ruin any races there. But yeah, very much safety cars.
Yeah, that's the story of Azerbaijan Grand Prix all the time, pretty much. It's a very tight circuit and a lot of walls closing in on you. Talk us through those final few laps. Where did you think that your position could have finished? Did you think you could have got P3, and were you very happy with the result?
I didn't think that I will be P3, maybe 5 or something like that. But about second last lap, I thought that okay, maybe I can challenge with Slim, and I got chance in the last straight, but not enough pace there anymore. But P3 is very good result for me because this is not very strong track for me at all.
Fair enough. Everybody have any questions for any of the 3 podium sitters?
No, I don't. For me, everything is really clear. And again, congratulations everyone on your podium position today.
So there we round off the GP3 SFR round 4 race at Baku. We thank you for joining us, and we say congratulations to the top 3. Unbeaten Sign, Arik Slim, and Peldy. So we say thank you, and tune in for tomorrow for the GP3 race.